Most of my ends, I will say, are locked to the end. So hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jen, and on this channel we talk about thrifting, upcycling, sewing, swapping, buying things pre-loved. All those things that help you be more sustainable when it comes to your wardrobe. And I do a little bit of travel because that is one of my loves. So if that's something that you're interested in hearing more about, please be sure to click that subscribe button below and click on that bell so that you don't miss an update. But this week, we are gonna do a hair update. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but your girl's hair is growing. Look at this. I mean, I went on my run this morning and I was like, what is this on my neck? It was the strands of hair from the ponytail hitting the back of my neck and my hair was up here. So let's do this. So we are right at my 16-month anniversary of my Sisterlock journey. By the time you're seeing this, I'll probably be at 17 and the next update will probably come around 20. Things that I have noticed about my hair, besides it getting longer, I've definitely noticed that it is filling in. It's getting thicker. The locks themselves are getting more plump. You guys know I talked about getting my locks split, so I do want to share with you how that process is coming along. You all also remember that about 6 months ago, one of my locks got pulled out. The hair has finally grown back, and this is where we are with that little baby lock right there. So it's got a long way to go. And honestly, my last retie, I went 8 weeks. Shame on me. I should never go 8 weeks. I went 8 weeks. I did not get a retie, and this little guy came loose. So I'm trying to keep him protected, not moving him around much, putting a hairpin in there to just kind of pin it down so it doesn't move so much. I still braid and band, even though I know that I am far enough into my journey that I could just wash and go, but a couple things that are happening. One, I have this little baby lock that I have to be very, very careful with. Second, because the back is being split, I don't want those to twist and marry and connect. So I'm continuing to braid and band probably for the next 6 months. So maybe by the time I get to the 2-year mark, I won't have to braid and band as much. My curls aren't holding like they used to. So you guys know I like to have a lot of fullness. I like to have waves. I like to have some curl thing happening, and it's just not working out. So I do use some mousse and water on my hair to get the curls. So I don't know if it's because the hair is getting so long or if it's because it's so humid and hot here in Chicago that my hair just is not holding up like it used to. So something is going on, but I miss having curls for like 4 and 5 days. This is from maybe 2 days ago, and it is not holding up. It's just not. The other thing is that I'm actually looking forward to my reties. I'm looking forward to being able to see my scalp, see more of my grid. That was something that I complained a lot about in the beginning, and I think it was because the locks were so thin, but now that they've thickened up and I have a little more volume. Got Jack's here. Okay. I really enjoy getting the reties. I like the way my scalp feels afterwards. I can feel the air more. It doesn't feel, my head doesn't feel as hot. I do notice that when I'm in the sun, that the sun, like really, my head feels really hot from the sun. So when I'm out on a run, I either wear a scarf or a hat, something to cover my hair, because I don't want my scalp to get burned or anything like that. I did recently go and see someone about the thinness in my crown, and she basically told me that I have female pattern hair loss, but she said it's in the very early stages, and if I'm really, really concerned about it, I could use Rogaine. I'm not trying to do that. You guys, I don't know if you remember, and you can go back and look, but when this lock got pulled out, it was so thin and it was completely bald, and the hair was so wispy in there. So what I did over that 6-month period of time, I used a derma roll, and I also used a mixture of oils on my hair, and I'll list those down below. I also massaged my hair. I scratched my scalp really good. I derma rolled like 3 times a week. And honestly, I didn't just do it in this spot, I did it all over. And I noticed that I had more hair growing. Now, again, Rogaine, using that every day, having to use the derma roller 3 times a week, having to, constantly do something is not the ideal situation. But it's like one or the other. If I do Rogaine, that means I'm going to have to do that for the rest of my life. If I do the derma roll, I'm going to have to do that the rest of my life. If I use the oils, I'm going to have to use that the rest of my life. If I take biotin, I'm going to have to do that the rest of my life. So whatever it is, I'm going to have to keep doing it, like, ongoing. So I need to choose which one it is that I'm gonna do. And for now, I feel better with a more natural way of doing things, not really trying to make that investment into Rogaine. And honestly, it's not that bad. Like, yeah, is it thin on top? Sure, but it's not horrible. And I'm okay. At the end of the day, I'm okay with it. Most of the hairstyles that I wear are up anyway, and that's primarily because my hair is so long. A lot of times the hair gets caught in my clothing, or gets caught on my bag on my shoulder, or gets caught in a strap. And I just find that the updos are more flattering for me. Now, I will wear my hair down for a special occasion, or if I have a strapless dress on, but beyond that, probably not. This hairstyle you guys saw in my OOTD videos. I didn't talk about it in the video because I wanted to talk about it here, but this was a hairstyle that I saw someone on Instagram do, and I just thought it was really cute, and I thought it was flattering on me. And I like when I turn sideways and you see those, puffs in there. So I don't know what that style is called, but I also put my hair in like the space buns as well, and I really like those. Those are styles that I did when I was wearing braids back in the day, and they just look really good with the locks. Now, I did purchase some faux locks, faux sister locks off Amazon. They come in these long pieces, and I do take about 2 or 3 strands and wrap that in to hold my hair in place, and also to make it a little thicker. So I do use that sometimes when I do like a messy top bun, or if I'm wearing a low bun, or if I want to braid it. So I do sometimes add a little hair. There is a style that I want to try. I do want to do a braid down this way, but I want it to be a lot longer than what my hair is. So I am going to try using that hair and see if that works. I will link that hair below. It's relatively inexpensive. You guys also know I use hair wax on my hair because I like that color, and I use the hair wax on the faux locks. And so all of that together combined really gives me a great look. The other thing that I found is that with the faux locks, I can put them around some foam rollers, dip them in hot water, and I can get curls from the faux locks. So that's really nice too, because I can do an updo bun and I can have those curls mixed in with my own curls and give me a little more fullness. So anybody that ever said that this hairstyle didn't have versatility, they told you wrong. And I think that the longer your hair gets, probably the more versatility you have. Even if you have shaved sides or shaved back, there's more things that you can do. Twist outs, pipe cleaners, rollers, sets, all kinds of things like that. So I have so enjoyed my hair. So those are the things that I've noticed that have been marked improvements with my hair over the last few months, and I still today say that it is the best decision that I ever made. Now, a couple of things that I've also noticed, those little knots on the end of my hair are finally falling off. A little frustrating, but they're finally falling off. The other thing is I do have this lock in the back, which I didn't have my loctician split. However, I am going in and I am taking it loose because the lock is really big. I don't think that, uh-oh, camera's getting hot. So it's filled in so much, it's gotten so thick. I'm gonna take it down for you. I'm looking forward to getting more length in my hair. I do think that the thickness is actually working really well for me. It's giving me, you know, a certain kind of fullness that I like, you know, which is nice when I create my little space buns like that, or when I do the one going down the middle. You know, I watched I watched kind of other people in the Sisterlocks with thinning hair or with thin hair group. I looked at what their hair was looking like, and I just had hope, you know, and I just figured that I would trust the process and take it all the way through. And I would give myself 3 years. And just looking at the length that I have now, looking at, you know, how thick the locks have gotten, and they're not even fully mature. Some of them are, but they're really not. You know, if you look at some of my strands, they're not fully mature. Most of my ends, I will say, are locked. You can see here, most of them, you know, are locked to the end. So that I am happy about. I have zero unraveling. It used to be tough for me in the back of my hair where the locks were shorter, and so I did have some concerns about it unraveling in the back. But now that they're much longer, I don't have that issue anymore. Yeah, I'm just really happy with it. So not sure which style I'm gonna end up in today, but I have found that because I do have a little thinning here, when I just pull up the sides like this, and I can have this part hanging down, this will cover up, you know, whatever looks like really thin up there. And that's also like a nice look. I can pull up both sides and put a little clip or something in there. I can still have the front hanging down. I can also swoop this around behind my ear, which is something that I haven't been able to do since I was a loose natural. And I know, you know, it's the little things. Like, I can swoop my hair around behind my ear and pull the rest back, you know, into a bun if I want a look like this. I was not able to do this when I first tried to do this. When I got my hair locked, I just had these little hairs or little locks sticking out all over the place, and it was not cute. It was not cute. But now that it's really grown out in the front, I can do that. The front part of my hair grows the slowest. The fastest part is right here on the sides, like these little portions of my hair, they grow the fastest, and the slowest growing is the front. Okay, the camera was getting hot again, so I had to make sure it got cooled off. But I was talking about some of these ends. So here's an example of one that's getting close to me releasing this little ball here. And I'll just take my eyes out of the camera so you can see it. And what happens is, by the time I pull this off, I've lost almost 1.5 inches of hair. So if I pull this off right now, and it's really close to getting, it's just weak, you know, and this comes from, that's as a result of me not having my hair trimmed. I think that's a really important thing before you get locks. If you haven't had a trim in a while, you need to get it and then wait a few weeks, and then, you know, get your hair locked. My girlfriend just got her locks installed. She has kind of shoulder length hair, very fine, but my loctician trimmed her ends before she locked them. And I do feel like she's going to have a better experience, and she's not going to have a whole lot of those at the end. So here's another one that is really, like, there's this knot at the end. It's just waiting to be pulled off, but I'm not going to pull it off. I've seen people clip. I don't want to do that. I'm not going to do it. I am not going to do it. Don't do it, girl. I'm not gonna do it. I'm just thinking about it. I'm not doing it. No, for real, I'm not doing it. Okay, guys, I'm back, and I changed my hair a little bit, just to kind of give you a sense of that look, but I think I'm gonna go with space buns today. I'm headed to a trunk party for a friend's son who is headed to Morehouse. So excited about that. So I think I'm gonna change the space buns. But I'm back because the camera overheated again. I've been trying to give you guys higher quality videos, and whenever I record in 4K, after about 10 minutes, maybe like 7 or 8 minutes, the camera just starts to get really hot. So if anybody has any suggestions, I have the Sony ZV-1, and I don't know, you guys, it just, it keeps getting really hot. I could probably change the settings so that it doesn't give me that alert, but I want to know if it's getting too hot. So anyway, that's that. But just wanted to wrap up this video. I hope some of this information that I share, just how my journey is going, is helping someone. I really wanted to create space for feedback for folks who have 4C, thin, long hair, and you're considering Sisterlocks, or you have them and you're wondering, like, is this going on normal? What's happening here? And I wanted to share my process. In addition to that, because I'm about all things sustainable, this hair journey has saved me so much money, has saved me so much in products, has saved me so much in time, has given me such a peace of mind. Literally, my soul is at ease with my hair journey at this point. For many years, I struggled with what to do with my hair. I didn't want to straighten it anymore. The twist outs were getting so difficult to handle, and I just did not have a good look. I didn't have a good professional look unless I got braids, unless I was wearing weaves. I'm still wearing my weaves, you guys, and you guys are gonna see a weave, not a weave, but a wig. I don't get weaves, but I do still wear my wigs. I enjoy wearing my wigs. I enjoy having the ability to switch up like that. But unless I was doing that, I was struggling. And now I am at peace with my hair. Hey you guys, I'm so sorry. I forgot to show you the new products. That was like one of the main things of the video. So you guys know I started off with this starter shampoo, which is what everyone starts off with. I used this for a year, and I bought it from someone locally who sells it in her shop here in Chicago. So she told me after a year I could come back and get the aloe shampoo, and I really like this because it actually lathers up, whereas the starter shampoo has zero lather, and I think that's because you don't want any slippage, and that lathering can cause slippage. So that's my assumption. I'm also using the Reconstructor conditioner, and I got this because I felt like my hair was a little drier, and so I used the conditioner after I washed with the shampoo. I let it sit on there, and then I rinse it out, still braiding and banding. And then I do use this moisture treatment, which I've been really pleased with, and I feel like it really keeps my hair moisturized, and I can use this in between washes. And then the last thing I wanted to share with you is this is the Aunt Jackie's setting mousse that I use. You shake it up and then it comes out, and I just can put it anywhere on my hair. Probably shouldn't have done that right now, but it works itself in, and it eliminates some of the frizz, and it also allows me to use the lock loops, and the styles hold really well. So that's the Aunt Jackie's mousse. I will link everything below. I think you can buy most of the products on the Sisterlock site, but I really wanted to talk to somebody about the products before I just went and bought them. And this particular Sisterlock consultant, who is not far from my house, who has a shop not far from my house, she's not taking new clients, which is why I'm not going to her. But she explained to me how each one of those was supposed to be utilized. So that was extremely helpful to me. All right, you guys, thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Here we go. Space bond's done. Super cute, and I love them. And they go great with my outfit today.